It's really, really easy for us to sit back and give ourselves praise. It's also really, really easy for us to recognize the good things that we do. But it's also really easy for us to point out the flaws of other people and to talk about what this person doing, what that person doing. But how often do we sit back and point out our personal flaws? How often do you sit back and recognize the things that you need to change, the things that you need to work on, the things that aren't so great within yourself? I can't speak on how important it is to take out the time for yourself. If you're always on go, you're always doing things for other people, how do you know what you need to check within yourself? How do you know what you need to change, what you need to work on, what you need to accept, if you never take out the time to give some time to you? If you never take time for yourself, how can you know what to work on? If you always on go, you never take time for you, how can you know what to improve? How can you ever sit down and look at your own reflection? How can you sit down and test yourself if you're always doing things for other people? I can't stress enough how important it is to give you time. If you don't take out the time to check your flaws, how can you know what you're willing to accept about yourself and what you're willing to change? It's super duper 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 important that you give yourself you time. Fuck the world, fuck whatever else is going on. It's always important to think about yourself, because if you can't make you happy, how can you make everybody else? And it's okay to have little talks with yourself. I talk to myself all the time. It's okay to say, maybe I could have approached that situation a little better, or maybe I could have waited until the both of us calm down and we approach the situation with logic instead of emotions, and maybe the situation could have turned out a little different. You honestly can never know what to change about you until you accept certain things about yourself. It's not about placing blame. It's not about what this person did to help the situation, make the situation worse. It's about what you did to the situation. It's about what you did to make the situation bad. Fuck what anybody else did. Fuck the role they played. Fuck the part they played. What did you do? How can you make it yourself? It don't matter what nobody else did. You don't have to worry about nobody but you, because you're not anybody else's responsibility and nobody else is your responsibility. You don't have to worry about anybody else. From personal experience, self-acceptance is a beautiful thing. Once you recognize the flaws that you have, you can either choose to change them, or you can choose to be like, hey, that's a part of me. You either take it or leave it. Like, it's me. I'm comfortable with it. I've accepted it, and you can or you can't, but I'm still going to be me. It's a very beautiful thing, but it all starts with self-reflection. It all starts with giving time to yourself. Nobody else around. You gotta tell everybody. Even if you gotta go to your car, I go to the car all the time. I sit in the sun and I sweat, but I go to the car by myself. I let my family know that I need some time for me. So even if you gotta do that, you have to take out time for you. But you can't change you or accept things about you until you take out time for you. It's a very beautiful thing when you accept things about yourself. And once you've accepted certain things about you, you can walk in your truth, knowing that it don't matter what people say, it don't matter what people do, that you're you, and you're okay with being you. You're proud to be you. True power starts with you. Your power is with you. It doesn't matter what your mama did, your daddy did, what they did, what she did, what he did. None of them have to dig deep inside of you and change the things that you need to change, or either accept the things that you need to change and be true to yourself. Power you. You're the only person that can change your life. So accept you for who you are. Stop trying to make everybody else happy and accept yourself. Y'all have a good week.